All right, shalom, shalom. Just want to come with a quick hit, but let this war in Russia be a warning, man. All right, because we know America has been set up to be this a land of pleasure, man. All right, and you got to get right. So all this laughing, playing, everything's a goddamn joke in America. All this TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Society, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say everybody, but the spirit that's on these so-called Americans is folly, foolishness, all the time, man. Constant foolishness. All right, all right. And a lot of people are going to get caught up. All right. That's why we're doing our job, warning you because it's coming. All right. Now we know this not the end, but this is the beginning of the end. All right. Because we know that the mark of the beast still gotta come. All right. We know that microchip gotta come. It has to come. And then it will be the end. But we in that season, all right? The time, is coming, and it's coming real fast. You can't ignore it anymore. You can't run. You can't blame it on your sellout pastor, all right? This was your responsibility to work out your own salvation, not going to no Christian church, which is nothing but a trap, nothing but a lie, it's nothing but a scam, all right? Or whatever philosophy that you might be in. This is your responsibility because judgment is coming, man, and no one can stop it. That's why we doing our job. Like somebody might go to their job and be a truck driver. They might be wherever job they work at. We doing our job doing this so we can clear out, blood on our hands, so to speak. All right. So I'm gonna get into this video, then I'm gonna get into this short lesson.
Has attacked Ukraine and its people, upending security and stability in Europe after nearly 80 years without a major war on the continent. President Biden is now vowing severe sanctions in response, and later we will hear more about what the U.S. should do from Democratic Senator Mark Warner and Republican Congressman Michael McCaul first on CBS Mornings. But we are going to begin with the latest from inside Ukraine. In the hours before dawn, massive explosions rocked multiple cities in the country, including the capital city of Kyiv. Ukrainian border guards took this video of Russian armored vehicles crossing the border from Crimea, the territory that Russia took back in 2014, also by force. Information on casualties is still foggy, hard to come by at this hour. But one Ukrainian official says more than 40 Ukrainian soldiers are dead at this hour and many more wounded.
Air and missile attacks have been reported across much of the country, not just in the capital, but also in and around large cities like Kharkiv in the east and Odessa in the south. We are covering this historic crisis from multiple angles, and we'll start with Charlie Dagida in Kyiv, the seat of power for the Ukrainian government. Charlie, what are you hearing?
Well, just moments before we came on air, we heard another series of loud explosions here in the capital, and two fighter jets roared overhead just behind us. The Interior Minister says Ukrainian troops have been engaged in combat on the outskirts of the capital, claiming that forces shot down 3 Russian helicopters, you look at that video now, that were trying to attack a military airport. By land, sea, and air, Russia launched the invasion of Ukraine by bombing major cities and targeting airports. It was the biggest attack by one state on another in Europe since World War II. President Putin spoke moments before the assault began, saying the country had launched a special military operation and its goal to demilitarize Ukraine. Convoys of Russian tanks were seen rolling across the borders in the north, south, and east. And rockets landed here in the capital, Kyiv. Ukrainian president addressed the nation, calling on all citizens to defend the country. Russia has attacked our state in a cunning way, he said, in the way Nazi Germany did in the Second World War. From today, our countries are on opposing sides of world history. There are long lines of cars, people waiting to get fuel here in the capital. Just after those explosions happened pre-dawn, it triggered a traffic jam of people trying to flee the city. Russia said it was hitting military targets, but videos showed destroyed apartment blocks and dead bodies. Shocked Ukrainians couldn't believe what was happening.
You heard what they said? Shocked. All right, so that's going to be the shock on this place here. When this place is World War III happens. All right? Get into this last piece.
I'm alone at work, she says. Where will I run? Where do I go? Please tell me. Warning sign. I'm alone at work, she says. Where will I run? Where do I go? Please tell me.
All right, that's going to be the spirit on these people here. All right? When World War III happens, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's time that you wake up, man. And we've thoroughly warned our people on what's coming. All right, so again, you can't make excuses. You can't say I didn't know. You can't say I ain't believe it. It don't matter if you don't believe it. It's going to happen. And you saw the fear on that lady. All right, but it don't matter. All right, Proverbs 2:25. Let's start at 24. Let's start at 23. All right, Proverbs 1:23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. How would Hashem have shot the Lord and God, as you know, going to do this? By his men, by the prophets and the men of the Lord. I will make known my words unto you. So, yeah, we've been able to go into this Bible through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and correctly break it down to you so you can understand and take you out of that dead state our people been in under that hell of a drug called Christianity. When they told you God is all love, that's a lie. All right. 24, because I have called and ye have refused. So when we bring these scriptures out, we bring judgment out, our people don't want to hear it. All right. They want to say, I don't believe that. I don't think God will do that. I don't think this. I don't think that. It's always I think and what I feel. All right. Not according to these scriptures. But they'll say that they believe in the Bible. All right. Our people have been made out to be liars. All right. It said, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. All right. So most of our people reject the truth. They want every other alternative route, so to speak. 25. But ye have said not in all my counsels, Salakia, and would none of my reproof. So since you didn't want to hear it, since you thought we was crazy, you thought we was extremists, you thought we was making this up, all right? So you just didn't have the eyes to see. 26. What's the penalty for this? I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when fear cometh. So you saw that lady in great distress, all right? And that's showing us, the Lord showing us how it's going to be over here, all right? Because World War III is going to happen, I promise you. 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your desolation cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. 28, then shall they call upon my name. Then they're going to say, dang, what that scripture you was talking about? Can you break it down to me? What the Bible say now? So people going to be trying to inquire, but it's going to be too late. But I would not answer. All right. They shall seek me early, but they should not find me. All right. 29, for they hated knowledge, and they did not choose the fear of the Lord. So the Lord is breaking it down perfectly. Why this is going to happen and what he's going to do. All right. So, yeah, we out here trying to tell our people what's coming, what's going to happen. They hate us. They don't want to hear it. They think we're extremists. They think we making all this up. Whatever the school of thought is, the Lord got something for our people, man. Let's go to this next scripture. But most of our people ain't trying to hear. They too caught up in the world. They too caught up in trying to make the so-called white man money, man. All right. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So your daughter comes after you. So it's not talking about the Babylon at that time. This is talking about a future Babylon, which would be America. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. That'll be the upper echelon of the Edomites, so-called Illuminati, the elite bankers. You know what I'm saying? All right. But thou shalt sit no more, be called tender and delicate. So Americans never been touched, you know. So yeah, judgment is coming on this place. World War III. All right. Destruction. Let's jump down on this. Hey, let's go to 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou art given to pleasure. So America is known just to live in the flesh, walk in the flesh, do whatever you want to do. If you feel good, you got to be good. Live your best life. All right. Don't worry about consequences. All right. Eat what you want to eat. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel. All right. Lay with everybody. Do whatever you want to do. That's what's promoted here. Live whatever lifestyle you want to do, as long as you like it. That dwell is carelessly, and that says, and then thine heart I am, and none else besides me. So that's why these, Americans, especially these Edomites, so-called white people, say this is how the city is going to look in the year 2060. All right. They make future plans without considering the Lord plans. And the Lord got other plans, and it gets our people entrapped in that mindset. And they make their 10-year plan. They plan to put their kids through college and set them up a trust fund. And everything is about having longevity in America. This place is finished, man. We've been trying to warn you. And none else besides me, I should not sit as a widow. So we ain't going to never be taken out of power. That's American philosophy. And that philosophy has made our people drunken because they believe that too. They don't consider it could be a war. It can be many things that can destabilize this country. But since most people are proud here, they don't consider that. Neither shall I know the loss of children. All right. 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. So yeah, judgment coming. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thine sorceries. So it's many different sorceries here. And sorcery ain't really what you think it is. It's all these things pushing that black culture, calling yourself black. Most of our people don't know they're Israelites because the so-called white man put these other labels on them. All right, being in this spirit of this, doing the celebrations here. All right, this everything is a multitude of different sorceries here, man. Multitude of witchcraft. All right, and get caught up in this whole philosophy. It's many things, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. So it's many different enchantments on our people that they can't see. All right, and this place is headed for judgment. Let's hit this scripture here. Let's go to James 4:15. All right, for our people planning to be in America for a long time, a generation of wealth, or whatever ideas they might have. James 4:15. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this and do that. What does this mean? So you got to always say, that's why most of the time we say the Lord will. You might hear it in our lessons because we don't know if we're going to even wake up tomorrow. All right. But most of our people don't understand this. So I went to James 4:15 Bible commentary. They say, a person who brags about the future. Let me read this again. It says, a person who brags about future plans while knowing God's sovereign is foolish. So most of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got plans to wipe America out, man. But more than that, their attitude is evil. So they like the hell with it, man. I ain't trying to do that. All right, y'all being negative. We only reading out the scriptures. All right, the extent of this mark of depravity of contemporary society. We cannot control future events. We need to have the wisdom to see in the future, nor the power to control the future. Exactly. But we can understand prophecy. So we, the men of the Lord, can see in the future, all right, so to speak, to a certain degree through prophecy. But we don't know what tomorrow going to hold for us, all right? Simple as that. And that's, I think I'm going to call a lesson. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Halal Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Hak, Dash. Come on.